kids up there. I mean, when you think about that, those young people saying, you know, all the violence and bullying and all that stuff in our school, if we could do another thing with this project, well, that was worth it. And Sam, there's no one like you. We love you. We all love you. Across the board here. And of course, we have such affection for Mr. Ratner and his wife as well, just great people. By the way, Michael Connolly with Catholic Health Partners is one terrific leader and a great guy. He made a presentation, and of course, the presentation was terrific. Sister, look, I mean, I really kind of love the nuns because, think about this, they're totally dedicated to serving God. That's their purpose. I once called this priest who was at Notre Dame, he's still there, and I said, how did you ever have the discipline to become a priest? He said, this has got to be so hard. He said, no, it's really easy, because I'm in love with Jesus. And you are too, aren't you, sister? I mean, what a calling. What a remarkable thing for this lady to have done what she's done, and all the sisters in that order. Please give them my best and ask for their prayers for my family, my daughters, and my wife. For the side visitor here, okay, so you put this thing up there, but let's get right down to it. Somebody gets sick and they have a place to go. Now, I was just at the Ronald McDonald House. My wife, someone said, John, we have to do this, and our daughters went, and I was there. And you think about things like the Ronald McDonald House, the Cleveland Clinic, University Hospital. I mean, this is just incredible for us as human beings, because at those times we're so uncomfortable and frightened. And for you to have been a successful entrepreneur and to have given all this money to these institutions, that's a good and faithful servant, well done. That's fantastic. And for me, you know, first of all, I love Mayor Jackson and what we've done for the Cleveland schools. I was just begging Mr. Ratner to make sure it works. Because what has happened in Cleveland with the schools is miraculous. We cannot afford to fail. We will not fail. We're going to have bumps in the road, but the reason why it's so important is because people got together and they put the children first, and they have made fundamental changes in the way these schools operate. And Lee, when you talk about education, you've got to make sure this Cleveland plan works. Because if it works, we are going to see such success in our community. It is vital that it works, and we cannot let small ideas get in the way of a miraculous effort. And it's spreading, it's contagious, it's happening in Columbus. We want it to happen all over Ohio, where people from the bottom up can put children first. And it sounds right, you try to do it sometime. You go ahead and take your local school district on, and your spouse will be asking you, why are you in the community newspaper being vilified? Don't worry about it. Walk the lonely road and fix these schools. Because it is about our children, and it is about eradicating poverty, and it's not just more money, it's a whole host of things we need to do to make sure that our children are successful. I just saw Marlene Anielski, who's been kind of, I don't know what I want to do on this whole business of Medicaid. And I said, look, Marlene, she's leading an effort around this country on youth suicide. She's taken a personal tragedy in her own family to try to save the lives of others. Fantastic. We need this program because we need to treat the addicted, and we need this program because we need to treat the mentally ill, and we need this program because we need to treat and help the working poor get comprehensive health care. And by the way, the head of all of our healthcare operations in Ohio, Greg Moody, is with me. His wife is a pastor. And Greg, you've sworn that you're going to be around as long as I'm in this job. Is that right? I want to confirm right here in front of this whole entire room. Folks, this is really, all these decisions are frankly pretty easy for me. I want to tell you said it, or maybe the gentleman that was on the tape, the African American with the glasses who talked about life. We are on this earth, all of us, to be servants and stewards. The Lord created the world, and He created us, men and women, to manage that creation. Creation has been spoiled because we, you and me more than you, we want to be God. We want to be in charge. It doesn't work that way in the scheme of things. And we've soiled the creation. And now it is our purpose as human beings that live today to repair that creation in whatever way we can. Now, I happen to be the governor. This is a really remarkable and bizarre thing, being the son of a mailman and just getting into this position. I'm not going to waste my time because I want to repair. But I have a message for all of you. We cannot measure repairing. The fact that somebody can stop on the road and help somebody who doesn't have much, that's repairing. The fact that the sister can go into a hospital and visit a room late in the night with the family and just a word of consolation or encouragement, that's repairing the world. That is our job. And I'm not sure, sister, as I study and read the great theologians throughout history, I'm not sure that God will judge as much as we will judge ourselves. And it will be clear in our own eyes and in our own minds, did we do what was expected of us with the gifts that we were given? That's the question we all have to ask ourselves. And the more we do, the more good we leave. Because at times it seems as though things are overwhelmingly against us. But the Scriptures tell us, both old and new, that nothing that is done that is good is ever lost. It's never lost. Our Creator understands what we're doing, frankly encourages us, and seizes us by the heart to do the good. And at the end of the day, none of what we do, no matter how small it may seem to us or trivial, it is not. And it will never be lost. So when you think sometimes that the path up the hill is too difficult, forget it. Forget about how tough it is, and forget about all the progress that you think you're making, because you are making great progress. I have the privilege of being able to lead a team of people to do good. As long as we stay on this path, we're going to be fine. I don't care about elections, re-elections, or anything. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is to stay on the path with my friends and my family to repair whatever it is I see, whatever I believe where the wrong things exist, to do my job, realizing I have feet of clay. I'll always fail, but I can get up the next day and do better. That's what, in my opinion, life is all about. Finally, we weren't sent here, in my opinion, to lead the good life. The good life. No, we were sent here to endure and move mountains. The good life's coming. The good life is coming once we complete the race. Once we finish and cross the finish line, we look at ourselves and we look at the Creator, and He looks at us and says, "Servant, great race, well done." And that's when the good life will start. Thank you.